Hello friends! In this lesson we will make our game playable. To do this, we need to add the ending to the game. Two screens. One will appear when you lose, the other when you win. First, add the screens to HTML code. We can do this in different ways. Today I decided to use a template tag for this. Set ID as screens. I will use div for the screens. First, for the lost screen, it should have a splash class as well as lose, and hidden at the beginning. Add a paragraph with the text inside it. You lose. The second one for the winning screen. It also should have splash class, win class, and be hidden by default. And add a paragraph. You win. We need the hidden class to add an animation to our screens. Let's write the code. First, update the GameOver function. It will be used for both the win and the lose screens. So let's provide the property isWin to it. And now we can emit a custom event by using special method for this. Dispatch event. Create new custom event. We should provide its type as the first argument. Set it to GameOver. And an object as the second argument. In custom event, we can provide some details as property of this object. Send the isWin property here. Now, if we click on a mine, we should provide false to GameOver function. It is more difficult to check the winning condition. To do this, let's add a counter to opened cells. We need to initialize it in the new game function. First, let's move these lines to separate function. Call it something like field visualization. And paste our lines here. Set closed cells variable according to the field dimensions. Call this function at the end of the new game function. And also in the reset function instead of this bunch of code. Now go to the open cell function and decrease cells counter after opening a cell. And if the cell doesn't contain a mine, check the winning condition. If all cells except cells with bombs are opened. In this case, we can run the GameOver function with true and return after this. We don't need to do anything else. Okay, now we are ready to add a listener to our custom event. Add a variable to store screens template first. And add a new function, GameOver Event Handler. First, we check the win field of our custom event and set a class variable using a ternary operator. And now we can get the appropriate screen according to this class. Get the template's content. Use the query selector on it with this class. And we need to clone this node with the property true, because we want to clone the whole subtree. Append the screen to the board. And remove the hidden class. To do this, we need to add timeout with 0 delay. In this case, the appearing animation should fire. We will add it a bit later. Event listener is done. Let's connect it to our event. Okay, it should work now. But we also need some styles. Add a style for the splash. And set position to absolute. In this case, we need to set position relative to the board. Okay, let's set top, bottom, left and right to 0. The screen should cover all the board. And set overflow to hidden. And next we need to center the content. Set display to flex, justify content to center, and align items to center too. Opacity should be 1, because we want to set 0 opacity to the hidden class. And also let's add transition to opacity. Set it to 1 second with any transition function you like. Add opacity 0 to the hidden class. Next, add a style to a paragraph inside the screen. Let's increase the font size to 32 pixels. Set the font weight to 700. It is better to use uppercase here, so set the text transform to uppercase. To animate it, add the transition to the transform and the font size with a short delay. And also set the transform to 0 translation. We also need to change it to the hidden screen to make the transitions work. Translate it down. 200 pixels should be fine. Or you can play with relative units. And the font size to 10 pixels. We're almost done. We only need to colorize the screens. Set a dark red background to the loose screen. It should be semi-transparent. And a bright red to its paragraph. A dark green to the windscreen. And a bright green to the text. Okay, we are ready to check. Click on the bomb. Okay, screen is fine. And now let's try to win. Yeah, it works. You can improve the screens if you want. And that's all for today. Like, subscribe, and see you in the next video.